Good morning, my Real News Midday TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning for another news update for Thursday, October 16, 2025. And I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning, Manchester farmer in deadly vegetable dispute charged with murder. A Manchester farmer has been charged with murder and wounding with intent after allegedly stabbing a man to death over non-payment of pak choy. Charged is 48-year-old Clyde Williams. Dead is 21-year-old Ryan Williams, a higgler of Harwich district in the parish. According to police reports, about 5:30 p.m., Williams was standing along the roadway with another higgler when Clyde approached them. A dispute then developed between the man and Clyde, which escalated into a quarrel. The news was told that the altercation started over non-payment over pak choy. It is alleged that Clyde then used a knife and stabbed the man. In an attempt to quell the attack, Williams intervened and was stabbed in his chest. Both men were assisted to the hospital, where Williams was pronounced dead and the other was treated and admitted. On Monday, Clyde was apprehended by the police during an operation conducted at his house and was subsequently charged. His court date is being finalized. Police constables are charged in relation to 2024 assault incident. 2 police constables are set to go on trial in connection with an assault incident which occurred on March 7, 2024 in Racecourse, Trelawney. Constables Daniel Osborne and Craig Chang, who appeared in the Trelawney Parish Court on Monday, were bound over 4 trial dates in January 2026. Both are charged with assault occasioning actual bodily harm following an investigation by the Independent Commission of Investigations and the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions. Indicom says since January 2024, 51 law enforcement officers have been charged in relation to incidents investigated by Indicom, 28 officers in 2024 and a further 23 in 2025. 23 of the 51 charged officers of the Jamaica Constabulary Force and the Department of Correctional Services were in relation to assault investigations. Kingston Western Police lists 17 persons of interest. The Kingston Western Police have named 17 individuals as persons of interest in relation to ongoing investigations into several crimes committed across the division and its environs. The police believe these individuals can assist with their investigations and are urging them to turn themselves into the Denham Town Police immediately. The individuals are Travis Graham, otherwise called Bad Heart, frequents Williams Lane and Lincoln Road, Kingston 5. Leonardo Brown, otherwise called Passion, frequents Sunlight Street and Williams Lane, Kingston 5. Shanari Mills, otherwise called Skeng, frequents Sunlight Street, Lincoln Road and William Lane, Kingston 5. Nicholas Coke, otherwise called Skinny or Wilbert of Rima, Trenchtown, Kingston 12. Kimo Roach, otherwise called Kimo, frequents 5th Street, Trenchtown, Kingston 12. A man known only as Laddie frequents Matthews Lane, Luke Lane and downtown Kingston. Aaron Henry Thompson Jr., otherwise called Shakwan or Tamo, frequents Lincoln Alley, Kingston. Shamal White, otherwise called Gov, frequents Matthews Lane, Kingston. Lavon Campbell frequents Tivoli Gardens, Kingston 14. Salam Fitzgerald, otherwise called Smiggle, frequents New Lincoln Road and Albion Avenue, Kingston 5. Shadane Hines, otherwise called Nico or Bam Bam, frequents Ramsey Road, Kingston 13. Marcel Slew, otherwise called Zella, of Ramsey Road, Kingston 13. Kemar Fraser, otherwise called Parry, of Ramsey Road, Kingston 13. Malika Mattis, otherwise called Bad Boy, of Raphael Avenue, Kingston 13. Robert Stevens, of William Lane, Kingston 13. Kenroy Collins, of a Gordon Road address, and Mark Roberts, of a Trenchtown, Kingston 12 address. The police are appealing to anyone with information on the whereabouts of these individuals to contact the Denham Town Criminal Investigation Branch at 876 948-6443, Crime Stop at 311, the Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. Arrest warrant for Mavado lifted. Dancehall artist David Mavado Brooks can breathe a sigh of relief after a warrant that was issued for his arrest was dropped on Wednesday morning. The entertainer, who returned to Jamaica on Tuesday night after almost a decade of being away, met with the police in the presence of his attorney to discuss a matter stemming from 2018 where he was wanted for assault occasioning actual bodily harm. The St. Andrew North Police met with Mr. David Brooks and his attorney, and based on the information at hand and the circumstances, that matter has been closed, Superintendent of Police Randy Sweeney said in a statement reaching the news. The warrant was reportedly issued on June 9, 2018, based on a complaint by Anthony Goulburn. The news understands that the complaint was made by Goulburn after he was arrested and charged for allegedly shooting at the entertainer. Superintendent Randy Sweeney also confirmed the update. I can confirm that the matter has been closed. That warrant was a warrant on information. It's not a court warrant per se. It's not a warrant that was issued by the court, but a warrant that was signed off on by a JP after the police provided information to the JP. That warrant of information is no longer in effect. Ex-firefighter pleads guilty to killing mother-in-law. A former member of the Jamaica Fire Brigade, who was accused of killing his mother-in-law in January 2024 and burying her remains in Claremont, St. Anne, pleaded guilty to the capital charge when his trial began in the St. Anne Circuit Court last Wednesday. Dwayne Simpson, 41, was charged with the murder of 63-year-old Maxine Parkinson. Ms. Parkinson failed to return home on the night of Monday, January 8, 2024, and a report was subsequently made to the police, who launched an investigation. Simpson was held 2 days later. He took the police to a secluded area in 9 Palm near Harmonyvale in Claremont, where the gruesome discovery was made of Miss Parkinson's body with several chop wounds. Simpson was subsequently charged with murder. At the start of the circuit trial last Wednesday, he pleaded guilty before High Court Justice Simone Wolfe-Rees. He will be sentenced next week. Search on for beryllium guard accused of stealing more than $15 million. The management of Beryllium Security Company has formally filed a criminal complaint with the police after millions of dollars in cash was stolen from one of its trucks on the weekend. The report was filed with the St. Andrew Central Police. A 32-year-old driver of the security company has been listed as the prime suspect in the theft of more than $15 million. More details of the incident have emerged since the news first carried the story on Tuesday. It is reported that on Saturday about 9 a.m., the suspect, along with 4 other security officers, went to the Megamart superstore on Waterloo Road, St. Andrew, to service the ABM. The driver was left in the armored truck, but on the return of the other workers to the vehicle, they observed that he was missing. They made checks with the security personnel at the Megamart and viewed the CCTV footage, which revealed that the driver exited the front of the vehicle with a backpack. He then went to the back of the armored truck, then entered. He was later seen exiting the armored vehicle with the same bag and left the compound. He left his uniform and the firearm assigned to him. A team later went to his house in Linstead, St. Catherine, but he was not found. The efforts to contact him via cellular phone proved futile. Mother accused of killing infant suffers seizure in court, declared unfit to stand the trial. The St. James Circuit Court on Wednesday ordered that Shamoya Green, the woman who reportedly threw her infant daughter off the roof of their home in 2023, should be taken for medical evaluation after she had a seizure shortly before she was declared unfit to stand a trial. The order was made after Green collapsed in the prisoner's dock in an epileptic episode ahead of the 7-member jury's deliberations on whether she was mentally fit to stand the trial for the murder of her 5-month-old daughter, Destiny Brown. Green was removed from the courtroom by police personnel and is subsequently brought back to hear the jury's verdict. The jury unanimously declared that she was unfit to stand a trial. Presiding High Court Justice Andrew Pettigrew Collins is expected to rule on Green's fate on November 30. In setting the November 30 court date, Justice Pettigrew Collins noted that she would make her ruling after the defendant had been medically examined. 1 day earlier, the court heard from 2 psychiatrists who had examined Green between May 2024 and September 2025. Both the doctors testified that Green is suffering from a seizure disorder and a psychosis, with her seizures worsening her mental state. The doctors told the court that based on her condition, Green would not be in any condition to stand a trial. According to the police, on December 6, 2023, Green became upset after her common-law husband refused to talk with her about their relationship. She allegedly took baby Destiny to the roof of their 3rd-floor home and threw the child onto a concrete pit. Destiny later died at hospital. Guys, thanks for watching. Please join us this afternoon at 2 p.m. for another news update.